Hey guys, I'm Ez and welcome to this quick start guide for Mythic Waycrest Manor. Manor is one of the old expansion dungeons joining the Mythic Plus dungeon pool in Season 3. First up is the Heartsbane Triad. To start with, attack the sister that's empowered by the Focusing Iris Orb. The orb gives the sister an aura and an active ability to contend with. The other sisters won't take any damage when they don't have it, so there's no point in cleaving. Furthermore, use a personal cooldown if the active sister reaches 100 energy, as she's going to deal a large amount of AoE damage. Last thing to know about the orb, it moves on to the next sister when a sister reaches 50% health. Now, let's get into it. Selena will be empowered first. Her aura will reduce your healing done by 50%, and you have to DPS the player that gets mind controlled by soul manipulation. Sister Malady is second, and her aura will give you a stacking dot as long as you're standing still, so jump to lower the stacks. And secondly, spread out when she casts the unstable runic mark circle on the group. The last sister, Briar's aura, will deal damage to anyone who hits her. Healers heal the Jagged Nettles dot target over 90% health to get rid of the dot, and DPS use a personal cooldown to help your healer. When Briar reaches 50% health, Selena takes the Iris back and the rotation resets. Lastly, each sister has an interruptible bolt attack, so interrupt these. The second boss is the Soulbound Goliath. He'll be getting the stacking buff Soul Harvest every 2 seconds, increasing his damage by 5% per stack. The boss is going to hit the tank with Crush, so when the damage on the tank starts to become too much, the tank needs to reset the stacks on the boss by dragging him into the fire. Healers, be ready to heal, because this will cause group-wide damage for 6 seconds and cause ghosts to spawn. These ghosts are going to attack players close to them for 10 seconds. This really hurts, so be ready to use cooldowns as needed. Lastly, kill the Soul Thorns to release the player from the trap. The third boss is Raal the Gluttonous. Tanks, make sure to stay in melee range so Consume All is not triggered. Next, move out of Goo and kill the ads spawned by Rotten Expulsion. After that, move out of the Tenderize Cone. This will get cast 3 times in a row. And lastly, when Call Servant is cast, kill the 4 servants before they reach the boss. You can use crowd control abilities so that you can focus DPS on a couple at a time. Each ability is simple, but you'll be dealing with overlapping abilities, so pay attention. The next encounter is Lord and Lady Waycrest. DPS Lord Waycrest down to low health 3 times. Each time, Lady Waycrest will sacrifice her health to heal him back up and give him a stacking damage buff. Next, use ranged interrupts to interrupt Lady's racking cord casts to reduce the damage on the group. When the Virulent Pathogen circle is on you, move away from others. When it expires or it's dispelled, move out of the green swirl. Speaking of swirls, move out of the swirls from Lady's Discordant Cadence. And lastly, Wasting Strike will put a dot on the tank, so healers be aware. After Lord Waycrest is healed for the 3rd time, Lady will join the fight, allowing you to damage her directly and finish the fight. The final boss is the Drust Bossman himself, Gorak Tul. To start with, interrupt Darkened Lightning casts. Whenever ads spawn, kill them and use things like stuns and knockbacks to prevent their Death Lens casts from finishing. Additionally, have 1 DPS standard range so that Dark Leap is cast on them and only hits them. When an ad dies, you need to burn their corpse or they will resurrect. Have a DPS walk over the circle of light on the ground. This will give you an extra action button to throw the alchemical fire at the corpse to get rid of the ad completely. Lastly, at 100 energy, the Dread Essence AoE will deal damage to you, resurrect any unburned ads, and heal them to full health. And that's all you need to know for the Waycrest Manor bosses. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. I would very much appreciate it as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. For now, I'm Mezzy, and I'll see you again next time.